The 1990s were a golden era for pop culture, marked by iconic television shows, unforgettable music, and the emergence of some of Hollywood's most beloved stars. The love stories of these stars, whose relationships seemed to reflect the glitz and passion of the decade, caught the public's attention among the many other things. From whirlpool relationships to fairy tale adventures, these couples became the height of relationship goals for followers all across. All good things, however, have to end, as the saying goes. Along with some of the most tragic divorces in celebrity history, breaks that not only startled the globe but also affected individuals who had supported for these couples from the start. These breakups serve as a reminder that love can be delicate even in the environment of glitz and glamour, from the demands of celebrity to personal hardships to just growing apart. 6 of the most tragic celebrity couples of the 90s love stories that once made us believe in happily ever after, only to end in heartache, will be closer examined in this piece. These divisions defined a decade and remain among some of the most moving events in popular culture history. Number 1. Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. Although Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston formally split in 2005, their love affair started in the late 90s, so their final breakup is among the most discussed and sad one of the decades. Their meeting in 1998 soon became the height of Hollywood romance. The globe watched as they exchanged vows in a glitzy Malibu wedding, so confirming their reputation as the golden couple from Hollywood. But as the years went by, tensions started to arise in whispers. Pitt's proximity to his Mr. and Mrs. Smith co-star Angelina Jolie stoked the fire. Announcing their divorce by 2005, the pair cited irreconcilable differences, particularly when Pitt shortly after started a public relationship with Jolie, sparking the Brangelina era. Many were left heartbroken. The end of an era was marked by the breakup of Pitt and Aniston's marriage, and many admirers now wonder what could have been if their most cherished duo had stayed together. Number 2. Winona Ryder and Johnny Depp. Early 1990s gothic, eccentric love was best embodied by the romance of Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder. Depp subsequently said of their relationship that it was love at first sight after the two met at the 1989 premiere of Great Balls of Fire. They were involved by 1990. Depp's notorious Winona Forever tattoo came to represent their unquenchable love. Their connection was strong and emotional in interviews. Both performers regularly blubber about their profound love for one another. But the demands of Hollywood started to wear on them as their careers shot forward. The pair called off their engagement in 1993, and Depp notably changed his tattoo to show Winona Forever. Devastated supporters of the pair who had rooted for them felt they were meant to be together. The breakup of Depp and Ryder signaled the end of one of the most legendary couples from the 1990s, therefore creating a legacy of what may have been. Number 3. Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love had a turbulent relationship, as passionate as it was. Their common love of music and their rebellious attitudes drew Nirvana's frontman as well as Hole's lead singer to one another. Shortly before their daughter, Frances Bean Cobain, was born in 1992, they married. Though their relationship was tarnished by drug abuse and celebrity pressure, there was a strong link between them despite the tumult. Cobain spoke about his love for her in interviews and via his music, and many people called her soulmate. Sadly, their love narrative was cut short in April 1994 when Cobain committed suicide. The world grieved the death of one of its most recognizable performers, and Love was left to negotiate her loss in public view. Though brief, their romance is among the most tragic love stories of the 1990s, evidence of the strength and frailty of love against personal demons. Number 4. Brad Pitt's and Gwyneth Paltrow's. Brad and Gwyneth ruled before Brad and Jen arrived. Meeting on the filming of the blockbuster Seven, Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow bonded clearly in 1994. With her blonde hair and amazing beauty that seemed almost too perfect to be true, the couple rapidly became among Hollywood's most glitzy couples. Pitt proposed to Paltrow in 1996. It seemed like they were headed into Hollywood aristocracy. But a year later, they cut off their participation, surprising supporters and leaving many asking why. Years later, Paltrow came clean about not being ready for marriage and said she was simply too young at the time to manage such a committed relationship. Although the split was friendly, it left supporters grieving the loss of what might have been one of Hollywood's most enduring power couples. Number 5. Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. The height of pop music power couples in the late 1990s was Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. Rising to popularity as members of the Mickey Mouse Club, their paths crossed once more when they became worldwide superstars in their own right, Timberlake as a member of NSYNC and Spears as a solo artist. Their romance became formal in 1999, and soon they were the stars of the teen pop scene. At the 2001 American Music Awards, their synchronized denim ensembles became a legendary event in pop cultural history, representing their apparently ideal partnership. But the couple announced it quits a year later, shocking admirers. There were whispers around the causes of their split. with Timberlake's famous song Cry Me a River implying infidelity. The public split was shown in the tabloids, and both performers later spoke on their relationship in interviews and songs. The end of Justin and Britney signaled the end of a pop cultural period, and many still yearn for the magic they provided to the late 1990s. Number 6. Richard Gere and Cindy Crawford. Among the trendiest couples of the early 1990s were Cindy Crawford and Richard Gere. Hollywood darling Gere and supermodel, at the height of her career, Crawford appeared like a perfect fit. Using aluminum foil rings, which just accentuated their mystery, the pair married in a private ceremony in Las Vegas in 1991. But as Crawford subsequently disclosed, their 17-year age difference and demanding occupations affect their relationship. They had split by 1995, shocking and depressing fans. Crawford said in interviews that she was too young to completely grasp the complexity of marriage at the time, and Gere has stayed mostly quiet about the subject. Despite their very brief marriage, Crawford and Gere's romance is among the most iconic of the 90s, and their split reminds us that even the most glitzy couples can encounter insurmountable difficulties. Conclusion: looking back on the 90s, it's hard not to be nostalgic for the legendary couples pairs whose unquestionable connection and storybook romances grabbed our imaginations. These interactions reflected the dreams and hopes we put into our preferred stars, not only muse. For some who had poured so much in their happily ever after, their breakups were especially tragic, as their love stories were on display for everyone. More than just celebrity news, the breaks of Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder, and others on this list connected strongly with individuals who thought in the miracle of love. Although these couples may have split ways, their relationships had a lasting impact on popular culture and are now felt with a mix of nostalgia and melancholy. Ultimately, these divisions help us to realize that love, like life, is erratic, and that even the most apparently flawless partnerships can have difficulties. We can only hope that these stars have discovered serenity, contentment, and maybe a love that really will last as we keep tracking their lives. Let us know in the comments what you think about the 6 most heartbreaking 90s celebrity couple breakups, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.